Let's play! Whoa! Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Last time we left off, we concluded Chapter 2, where we found his father, Layton's father, who was just out and about with his buddies, apparently, showing them the Norwell Wall or something. And then later that night, we met up with Angela to meet up with Randall, because apparently he has something to show us, and apparently it was the Mask of Chaos itself. But before we could learn more, we are now back in the present. Excuse me. We're back here in present, beginning of Chapter 3, the battle from Monte. And, well, looks like we're going to continue our investigation. But this is a brand new area, this hotel room, so let's take a look for some hint coins, including this picture up on the wall. And the top of the lamppost. And got a couple of other things here, including another hint coin here to the left of the stack of books. And then back to the middle lamppost, we have a collection item, this time being the alarm clock, which looks busted, but so is every other freaking item, apparently, that we find. If we check out the rightmost pillow, it's a puzzle. This is a pleasant surprise. A hidden puzzle. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, crap. Oh, not this again. Bunny Hop Swap 2. I'm going to be here for a while. Same thing. These rabbit toys are raring to go again. So, once again, same rules apply. Horizontal and diagonally, vertically. You jump over one. If it's white and you jump over it, it turns brown, and vice versa. And we gotta turn all of them brown. So, I'm not hoping for the best here. You've gotta be kidding me!
I'm going for it.
What the hell was that?
Well, that's that.
Why was that one so much easier compared to the first one? I mean, it's typically when they have numbered, sequences to this stuff, like, typically the higher to go, the worse it gets. This one seemed a lot easier because there was fewer areas, or fewer number here. You can solve this puzzle in 6 moves. How many moves did you use? I may have used 6 moves. Oh my god, like, I don't know what to say. Good for me. Very taxing, but still enjoyable. Wow. I'll take it. Well, that's it for Layton's room. See that woman over there, Professor? Do you know her, Emmy? I don't think so, but there is something familiar about her. Now, we've spoken. Well, actually, she looks a little bit. Well, though, I guess technically she's younger than what we've seen in the original games, right? Let's go ahead and give her a little shout. Nanograms, are you okay? Don't you just love Monte? The parade, the carnival, the costumes, the puzzles. Why, it's enough to make a granny blush. You folks look like you may have some brains between you. Are you puzzlers? Yes, we are. I'm sorry. Don't I know you? No, that isn't me. I'm from out of town, just trying to keep a low profile, You can call me Nanograms. Nanogram? Aw, boo. Very well. Nanograms it is. A pleasure. Did you say something about puzzles? I did! I bear such resemblance to other beautiful and clairvoyant puzzle keepers, I thought I'd take up that duty, Life is chock full of puzzles. Easy puzzles, hard puzzles, fun puzzles, but never a boring one. No, there are some boring ones. Puzzles are everywhere. But sometimes a puzzle might stump us, and we need to put it off until later. Other times we may miss a puzzle completely. That's where I come in. I gather up those poor, neglected puzzles and rinse them off and put them out on display. So, if we miss any puzzles, or need to skip any puzzles for the moment, we can just come to, nanograms here. Indeed. Very convenient. You bet! Just remember where old where the mysterious nanograms is to find any puzzles you passed over. That's incredible! Thanks! Of course. When you want to go back to a puzzle, come give me a tap. Okay, Granny Rilton, nanograms. So, yes, in case we missed anything, we can always check out their home. And it'll tell us, like, hey, did we miss anything? Now, once again, because I know, I'm looking up where all these puzzles are. We shouldn't have to utilize this, but this has been a staple since the very first game in the series. And I'm expecting to see it in others, including whenever New World Steam decides to come out. Alright. Oh, crap, I opened up the... Whatever. Let's take a look at a new item here. Its loud alarm allows no rest for those still in dreamland. That's something out of the damn mask. What's funny is, like, that movie, and then I love the cartoon series. But apparently, just like many other things that started off as a comic, the comic was vastly different. Apparently, the comic was, like, very mature and bloody and violent. The town certainly has quieted down since last night. I wouldn't count on that lasting for long. Do you think there will be another parade tonight, Professor? I don't know, Luke, but I'm sure there will be plenty of exciting events regardless. Professor, should we continue gathering information from witnesses? Yes, Emmy. I was thinking that we could ask around on our way to Lador Estate. Professor, look! There's a little girl who was lost yesterday. Oh, why are you crying again? No, I went to talk to the clown and lost my mommy again. Where? She's lost again. That's terrible. We must continue our investigation, but a true gentleman would never abandon someone in need. Right, let's find this girl's mother. Again. Now there, my dear. Where did you last see your mother? She was where the water shoots up, by the big tent. She was being Carnival Square, Professor. Let's go check it out. But why does this keep happening? I mean, honestly, the mother needs to keep a better eye out. I mean, jeez. Alright, didn't we talk to you before? Yes, sir. May I... You look so familiar. I thought that was you. Esther! Oh, yeah! You didn't change a bit. I was wondering, like, wait a minute. Of course, it's little Professor Layton. Let me have a look at you. You're quite the dashing young man, and you finally cut your hair. A friend of yours, Professor? Yes, from long ago. This is Esther. My, what are you doing here? Are you on holiday? Oh, heavens no, I moved here. I guess it's been 5 years now. Stansbury is quite a ghost town now, you know. You could have told me you got married and have children. Wedding invitations to old ladies just get lost in the mail, I suppose. A wedding? No, no. This is my assistant, Emmy, and my apprentice, Luke. Luke is the son of a good friend. Hello, Emmy Altava. We were actually in the middle of looking for Cookie's mother, so... That's nice, dear. You know, Herschel wouldn't hit to visit every now and then. I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the old Stansbury. Living here has been nice, but lately it's been so scary. That masked gentleman just gives me the chills. Although I must say there's something intriguing about him. I heard that some tourists were turned into stone horse paintings. Or they turned into stone horses. Regardless, it was bad. Thank you, Esther. There was a few incidents, actually. Please be careful. It was wonderful seeing you again. That was a nice little surprise. Okay. Well, bye. Got a couple people here. I guess we'll see, do we? You don't look familiar. My shining teeth are a striking reflection of my massive wealth. Oh my, go away, you little ragamuffins. Nice to meet you too, sir. What's your name, shiny rich man? Oh, what charming little street urchins. My name is Sterling, my dear. Isn't it past your bedtime yet? It's morning, shiny tooth. It is? Oh my, where has the time gone? Well, are you children lost? I'm sorry, but I can't give you any money. I'm trying to help this girl find her mother, so she can stay with her from now on. One lost child helping another lost child? Now that is rich. Now that I think about it, I saw a woman with bobbed hair and white trousers near Carnival Square. She was asking around for her daughter. That must be her. Thanks, Mr. Sterling. Yeah, thanks. Keep flashing them choppers. Not at all. I'm glad to... Choppers? Well, I never. And we have a new episode. Poor Rich Man. Might as well go ahead and take a look. Damn it. There we go. Come on. Alright. Madame Lapushka likes to think she cares about her customers. When one fellow decides to wander in, it's a guarantee he'll leave feeling like a new man. Welcome. What can I do for you today? We offer all kinds of attire, from fancy dress to festival costumes. Sterling is my name, ma'am, as I'm sure you well know. I'm here to spend some money. I want something majestic, something that has power and influence, like gold cloth trimmed with diamonds. Gold cloth? Oh, no, I'm afraid we don't have anything quite so outlandish here. Might I make a suggestion? If you must, I'm not quite certain I don't sense an impertinent tone, but go ahead. Well, you see, that white suit and your gold dental work is quite tacky. Really a bold choice in today's world. I commend you on your courage. If you'd like to stay in that same vein, we have a bear costume you might enjoy. Beg your pardon. I'm just trying to find something appropriate for your egotistical girth, my good man. Oh. Let me ask you something. Do you have any family? Why, yes, I have a little boy who... Why am I telling you this? That's quite none of your business. Quite none of your business. Yes, well, all the same, I would suggest discarding this gold cloth nonsense and spending more time with your family. How long has it been since you've seen your little boy? Well, it's been quite a... Well, why should I tell you? That's rather none of your business, shopkeeper. Rather none at all. Sterling, money may buy you precious metals for your toothache, but it won't soothe your heartache. There's still time to change your life for the better. In the City of Miracles, everyone gets a second chance. Why, I've never been so insulted in my life. I will now take my leave of you. Good day. But before I swim out of here, perhaps you could point me in the direction of the nearest telephone. Oh, no, I wouldn't care to insult you even further, Sterling. I'm sure you're fully capable of finding one on your own. Damn! And that's that. Alright. Let's talk with you. Aren't you... No, I was gonna say, I thought you were the robot guy, but no, you were one of the guys who tried cheating us from the ball game. I tell you that Angela's gorgeous. I ain't seen her husband around much. Might be my chance. Your chance? Your chance for what? You're talking about Mrs. Lador, yes? Watch it, Shrimp. You respect the lady and call her Mrs. Lador. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Good. Let's keep it that way. Do you think things aren't going well with Mrs. Lador and her husband? Let's not jump to any conclusions, Luke, especially not based on this gentleman's comments. I guess you got all the answers, lady. Hold on while I get some water. Where'd I put my cup? Here it is. Hold on. Ah, that was good. So, you can just go ahead and answer your own question from now on. While you're at it, maybe you can solve this puzzle here. I mean, I know the answer, but I just want to see if you do. Okay. Alright. 10th round ace. A and B are confronting each other in a 10-round card game. The rules of this game are simple. Fire beats wood, wood beats water, water beats fire. Player A drew fire 3 times, wood 5 times, and water twice, while player B drew fire twice, wood 5, and water 3. There were no ties. Can you work out who won over 10 rounds? And the rules are simple, right? We got... let me just take a memo of this. Oh, crap, no, I can't Fire beats wood. Wood beats water. Why would wood beat water? Well, whatever. Water beats fire, so... Fire beats wood. Wood beats water. Water beats fire. Okay. A drew fire 3, wood 5, water twice. What's interesting is they both drew wood. They both drew wood 5 times. But player A did fire 3. B did fire twice. And the only vice versa is that A did water twice, and B did water 3 times. I mean, there's really no guarantee that, like, we know, like, what used what for whatever round. I think it was a close thing for sure. But I'm not sure who would have the edge. I mean, off the bat, just by, like, reading this, it almost seems like A got the edge because they drew fire 3 times compared to, like, you know, the others that had wood 5 times. So there's a more likely probability that they beat wood more than B defeating A. But I'm not sure if that kind of works out that way. I don't know if I want to use a hint with this or not. And I guess what kind of helps is they mentioned that there was no ties, like, at all, right? So somebody won each round in some capacity. So I guess if we do that, let's just say that for player A, they won all 3 fires. Ah, damn it! But the whole idea is that they didn't draw a tie. That wood would have to be played in various aspects. Like, that wood was played, whether or not they had fire, or excuse me, the wood would be played, yeah, if they have fire or water. But it honestly still seems like A came out on top just because of that. But I just can't figure out the actual numbering of it. Well, this is a 50-50 chance. Still gonna go with A.
This is how it's done.
And it was A.
All in the day's work.
Okay. If A won 3 out of 2, or 3-2 when A drew wood, and A also won 3-2 when B drew wood, A would be the overall winner. See, once again, because they both had 5 plays of wood. So, there you are. Once again, it was close, but there we are. Hey, new toy robot stage. Too bad. I thought you were smarter than... Wait, you solved it? Well, I've been rolling that around my head for weeks. Yes, well, keep rolling it around in there. See if it ever comes back to you. Oh, smart and sassy. You know Angela Adore, but I like your style. Calm down. Now let's take a look at the third toy robot stage. The Colossal Coliseum. A grand stadium built to pit man against man in a test of strength. I'm a little bit confused. What is the Oh, those are mice at the bottom there. I was like, what is that? I don't know why I did that. I thought for whatever reason it was gonna keep going to the right. I'm like, I don't know why I thought that. I have an idea, but I might be just a little short here. No, I got it. Now, thankfully, I mean, it looks like these areas are getting a little larger. So, but right now, while the areas are still relatively small, it doesn't seem terrible. So, it's working out in our favor right now. Right. The museum is still closed. The police must be investigating the scene. My mother was upset that we couldn't get into the museum. Me? Not so much. I wonder if they'll reopen the museum. They gotta at some point, don't they? Otherwise it'll turn into a museum. I imagine all of that will depend on what the police find and when they find it. Alright. Oh, God, there's that Madeline chick. Alright, let's see what you have to say. I can describe the masked gentleman in 2 words. Super cool. I just have to see what he looks like under that mask. I drove all the way across the desert just to see him perform. I bet he's super cute, super gorgeous. I bet he's as mouth-watering as a hunk of cake. You need to call me your tits, just like I told... What was her name? Helga? Or whatever she was in Last Spectre regarding Grosky. Calm down, lady. Big cake, little cake. A, B, and C each ate one of 3 differently sized slices of strawberry cake. A's like, C ate the medium slice and B had the large one. B's like, A had the large slice and I had the medium one. Okay. A and B have each made one statement that is true and one that's false. Can you work out who ate which slice? Move the slices onto the plates to answer. Okay, so obviously big, medium, small. And I guess this kind of goes down to the whole idea of getting of like if we take the statement that's one of them that's false, can the others make sense? So let's assume that A is lying. That C ate the medium slice and B had the large one. So they're lying about that. But if B's saying A had the large slice and I had the medium one, well, that just kind of goes down to like, yeah, large, medium, small. Maybe. If C's lying... That means A is telling the truth. C ate the medium slice, and B had the large one. Meaning that A had the small one. Well, wait a minute. Either way... I was gonna say, like, either way, didn't like C have the medium one? But I don't think that's the case there. Or like I was gonna say, like in the middle, did B have the medium one? But I don't think that's the case. But if A is telling the truth, C had the medium, B had large, meaning that A had small. Well, how do I... why do I feel it's kind of difficult when it's just two people, though? I mean, C doesn't even say anything. That's the problem. A had the large slice, and I had the medium one. A and B have each made one statement. Wait. Is that the trick? That A and B each made one statement that's true and one that's false. No, it's not really a trick. They're telling us that, like, when I hear the word statement, I'm thinking of sentence, right? So, are they saying that, for example, look at A, C ate the medium slice. That's true, but then B had the large one. That's false. Could that be it? Or like, A had the large slice. That's true, and I had the medium one. That's false. Is that it? Because if that's the trick there, well, let's go with that really quick. C ate the medium slice. A had the large slice. So, medium. A had large, leaving small with B. That's if we chose the first half of the sentence was true for A and B. Now, if the other half was a lie, B had the large one, I mean, that doesn't help with the other end, and then B saying I had the medium one. Well, I guess that's all. That can also be a lie because we're left with a small. So that actually kind of works out. Now, if I reversed it, I can't reverse it because if I say B had the large one, saying that's true, I can't still state that B said I had the medium one. Now, what the issue is, could they be like one, like, say it's like true, false, and a false, true? I don't think that's going to work either because, say, C ate the medium slice, fine, but then B says, I had the medium one. They're both true. I mean, no, because that's going to contradict each other. So, yeah, I think the way I actually have it is the best way. If we take the first statement of A and B to be true, and the second statement to be false, we're left with large, small, medium. I guess that's the only way I can think about how they meant by that. I don't like the idea of, like, they made a statement was true and then one was false. I mean, in my head, it means sentence, but that's not always the case. So the small slice is eaten by B, medium by C, large by A. A must have wanted to cover for her grade, but why did B bother to lie? I don't know. Everything's dumb. Hey, new shop. Explorer's Needs. Absolute, unbelievable genius! I thought you'd be stumped for sure. For sure. Maddie, aren't you scared of the masked gentleman after what he did yesterday? Are you kidding? I would adore a stone statue of myself. I might be tough to ship myself. It might be tough to ship myself back to the city, but so what? The next time the masked gentleman appears, I want a front row seat. It's a hit. The best show of the season. You do know it's not really a show, right? Oh, you are so right. What am I thinking? Show? Oh, the masked gentleman is a way of life. Well, the same could be said for losing your life savings in the casinos here. Have you seen the masked gentleman in the casinos? Is that what you're saying? Which one? Tell me. Tell me! Okay, lady, just calm down. We do have a new shop. So let's see how well this goes. This pyramid aisle houses accessories fit for even the most seasoned adventurers. Compasses, lanterns, cameras, the lot. This is probably gonna suck. So we can't move that compass. We have 5 other items to use. Blue compass is an inverted compass. The shutterbug camera is stocked in green. The blazing lantern is a lantern with a roaring red glow. The glowing lantern is a lantern that gives off a calm blue flame. The ocean camera has an aquatic blue casing. And the wirely compass is a trick compass that we stock in red. Alright, well, we can either use the lantern or the compass, or even the camera. Let's try this first. That touches. Where the hell's the other lantern gonna go? Definitely can't be it. Because the only thing that can really go up there is one of these small ones. So both lanterns in some capacity have to be used or played in the bottom here. Granted, I can stack it, but I don't think that's a good idea. This is gonna be a rough one. That seems to work, right? We're going up, then down, and up. Oh, shoot. No. We're going up, then down, over to the lantern, and up and up. That should be it.
I'm looking for an inverted compass. Got any? Yeah, that's the one. You gonna give that to me? Hold on a sec. You got another compass there. So what is this, a whirly compass? Wirely? I'll have that too. Hold on a sec. You got some more red stuff on sale then, huh? This blazing lantern's right up my alley, thanks. Hold on a sec. This lantern ain't too bad either. Glowing lantern, this one says, cool, good stuff. What's this other blue thing? What's this ocean camera all about? Hey, I'll just buy it. I like the look of this camera and all. Shuttlebug camera? Yeah, go on, into the bag. Well, I'm about spent. Literally. This is mental. How'd you manage to squeeze all that out of me, eh? Well, what's done is done, yeah? I'll be seeing you.
And Madame Lapushka once again wins the game of capitalism. I'm going to be saying that every single time because I'm an idiot. Alright, that one wasn't as bad compared to the second one I did there. Let's move on down.
Aha! So we meet again!
Good to see you, Morty. Do you have business here as well?
Oh, Professor, I'm out looking for clues. I've explained last night's events, but I've turned up absolutely nothing. I always wanted to be a detective, so I thought perhaps I could find something and help out a bit, but I failed.
Nonsense. An investigation demands persistence. Don't get discouraged, Morty. This is quite a tricky case.
Thank you, Professor. I'll remember that. Oh, where did this little girl come from? Weren't you with a young boy earlier?
Yes. See, you do have quite an observant eye. This is Cookie.
I'm lost, or my mom's lost. However you want to look at it.
Morty, have you seen a red-headed woman wearing a purple jacket?
If I'm not mistaken, I just saw someone like that in Carnival Square. She was asking around for my little girl. I'm sure it can't be a coincidence.
Thanks, mister. See, you'll be a detective soon enough.
Oh my first solved case. How exciting. If you need any other help, Professor, please don't hesitate to ask.
Bye-bye, pal.
All right. And it's funny, even though everybody's 3D, you can still tell which ones are that stand out, that seem like you can talk to, including her.
Everybody has practically forgotten about what happened last night. It's almost like it never even happened.
Yes, things have certainly calmed down. I assume some downtime was necessary, even for the City of Miracles.
It's just weird. Everyone gets into a panic over these dark miracles, and yet the next day, it's no big deal. What's with that? I wonder how long people will put up with all the chaos before they decide to skip town altogether.
Let's hope we find the masked gentleman before it comes to that.
Enough doom and gloom for one day. Let's chill out with a puzzle.
Sounds good. What do we got? Oh, hell no. This is another one of those bunny hop ones, but that's a little bit different. Emperor's Throne. 6 penguins are standing on, or as Michael... What's his name? No, Benedict Cumberbatch. Well, I was thinking of Michael Fassbender for whatever reason. Benedict Cumberbatch says penguins? He says so weird. 6 penguins are standing on an iceberg, 5 small ones, and they're a rather portly emperor. All penguins can move either horizontally or vertically, but once in motion, they won't stop until they hit another penguin. If there's nothing in the way, they'll plunge straight into the sea. Can you help the Emperor Penguin get back to his rightful place in the center of the iceberg? Okay. So touch and hold the penguin and slide a stylus and touchscreen in the direction you want them to slide. The penguins will keep sliding until it bumps into another penguin, but be careful the penguin doesn't stop to fall into the sea. All right.
I believe I have
That wasn't
this one.
as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really bad for whatever reason.
Excellent puzzle.
But there's something about these sliding puzzles I don't mind, in a sense. The other sliding puzzles, they can go suck one. Were we able to guide the Emperor Center without losing a single penguin to the sea? Yeah. You can solve this puzzle in only 5 moves. Take another shot if you use more than that. I don't know how many. I think I used 5. That was my goal. Like I don't want them to plunge into the sea.
It's been hard to see the glass as half full lately. Sometimes it's hard to see a glass at all. Some of the town's bigwigs have been coming around asking about business. Some of the managers and Mr. Lador.
Henry? Oh, really?
Yeah, they try to act like everything's okay, but they seem pretty worried to me. They were doing an awful lot of arguing. Sounds like some major power struggles going on top of Monte.
Interesting.
You didn't hear it from positive old me, but the town's gonna tear itself apart if the masked gentleman isn't stopped.
I can only wonder how this is gonna turn out. Alright, back to the very beginning of the game with Carnival Square. And sure enough, there's the mother right there.
Where did that child go off to now? I look away for 1 second. Mommy! Cookie, didn't I tell you to stay close? I was watching a clown and you were gone when I turned around. These folks helped me find you again.
A gentleman never neglects those in need.
Thank you so much, sir. I do apologize. Yeah, thanks, mister. And thanks, Luke.
Thanks, Luke. I'm so cute. Cookie seems to be good at getting herself lost. She may grow up to be quite the adventurer.
When I was her age, I got lost once, and it was so scary.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, I just got lost looking at teddy bears. My father found me pretty quickly. I guess it's not so scary when I say it out loud.
Now that we're done our good deed for the day, let's head to the doors and speak with Henry.
We got a new episode. Stray Child Savvy. Let's go ahead and see that. That crap, wrong thing. We gotta get more lore. A little beret-capped head pops up between Guy's stacks of toys one day. Maybe he can help Cookie find her mother.
Robots, robots, robots. You want them? Guys got them. The best toy robots in town right here, folks. Robots, trucks, teddy bears. Guys got them.
Whoa! Look at all the teddy bears.
Hello, little lady. Where's your mother?
Mother has gotten herself lost again. I've been looking for ages. But now my feet hurt, so I'm just going to hang out here with you.
I see. Well, Guy's here to help you. Shall we go find your mother?
Mother said to never go anywhere with a stranger. And even if I know your name, you're still a stranger, pal.
Now see, that's proper logic. Tell that to freaking Georgie and Pennywise.
Yes, of course. That's very smart, young lady. Perhaps you can help me rub my shop until your mother arrives.
Sure, I'm good at playing Toy Store. Watch this. Teddy bears for sale. Cute teddy bears, soft teddy bears, fuzzy wuzzy teddy bears.
Oh, you do have a knack for this. How about showing off these robots?
You should be pointing out your variety of teddy bears. Teddy bears for sale, blue ones, brown ones, even got pink ones.
Yes, the bears are nice, but what about the other toys? I have a surplus of a few things, especially the robots.
Forget the robots, Guy. People want bears, trust me. Teddy bears for sale, fluffy teddy bears with silky ears.
Yes, well, what a charming little girl you are. Where'd you say you last saw your mother?
There you are, Cookie. Didn't I tell you to not go off on your own? Not sure. Did you?
I'm so sorry, sir. Has my daughter been bothering you?
Oh, not at all. She's a delightful young girl. Perhaps you could take her now?
Hey, what about my wages? You have to pay me for the work I do for you.
Yes, delightful indeed. Here you are. Nice robot for your work. Enjoy.
Oh, Ma, you're too generous, sir.
Oh, no, it's the least I can do. Really.
Cookie, say thank you to the gentleman. Cookie? How about I just take a teddy bear instead? Thanks so much, Guy.
Such a spirited little one. She thinks she knows so much. What does a little girl know about running a shop? Teddy bears. And one of them guys got them. Best teddy bears in town right here, folks. Get your teddy bears.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, who else we got here? Oh, you know what? The policeman's here. And he has a puzzle for us.
Hello, local citizen. There was a criminal activity here last night. I've been assigned to investigate the scene and stand here. Have you been here all night? Actually, I just arrived. Another officer may have been here. Our uniforms make it hard to tell us apart.
Yes, you look exactly like the other officer we saw there earlier.
The resemblance is rather uncanny. I guess it must be the uniforms.
You can recognize me because I am the funniest officer in the force. Take my job, please. That was a humorous joke.
Good job, buddy.
32. Target practice. Oh crap! I just saw the input. We had we see there's 4 little things. This might be a little iffy. 45 pickers. Have we had anything as high yet in this game? Oh god. All right. A police officer was doing some target practice one day. The target was divided into sections worth 5, 35, 40, 75, and 100. Yeah, that's what I see on the top there. After 5 shots, he totaled 100. How many times did he manage to shoot each point section? Okay. He took 5 shots, right? Wait, did it say how many shots he took? Yeah, it says after 5 shots, he totaled 100 points. How many times did he manage to shoot each point section? Is there a way you can do this multiple times? Because, no, shoot. You know what I was going to say? I was like, oh, you just do, you know, he hit 75 once and not 9. He did that once and it is 4. I don't know why I thought 5 times 4 for 1 second was 25. That's not going to work. No, it's too much. That's 105. I don't know why I thought I was thinking 90 for a second. Well, hold on. 70. No, it's 15. What the hell? This is a weird one. The amount of shots, it seems like none of them are gonna work. The only other thing, and this could be the trick, just because he shot 5 times doesn't mean that each one landed in the actual target. If that's the case, a very easy way to get 100 points is if one of his shots hit the 100 and the others missed. That's the only thing I can think of. Because outside of that, I can't see any other way, like, of how you can use, like, all the point sections in some regard, assuming that they all hit somewhere in a target range. Even if like 1 or 2 miss, that's still not going to work because it's not going to total 100. This, I think, is the only way it's going to work.
I believe I have this one. An excellent puzzle.
All right. He hit the 100-point section once. He's either a hot shot or a not shot. He was just, you know, playing around those first couple of shots. Unless his first shot was the bullseye, and then he just got cocky and just completely jacked up like crazy. I'm sorry for calling you a local citizen earlier. I can sometimes seem cold and impolite when speaking with local tourists. Perhaps you can help me. Have you met any witnesses to last night's incident? Actually, we witnessed the event ourselves. Well, that information would have been useful before I asked that question. This investigation is very frustrating. Every lead we have is a dead end. The masked gentleman has caused mass chaos. I fear this investigation will drag on and I won't be able to enjoy any of the festivities. All I want is some cotton candy. Not in life, but now. Sounds like you need a break, officer. I've heard there have been very few leads as of yet. A task force has been formed, but no one knows who's in charge of what or what's in charge of who. Well, if we find anything useful, we'll be sure to inform the police. That would be great! The sooner I can kick back with a bag of peanuts, the better. I don't know what I'm doing with these voices. I hope you guys just don't give a damn. Alright, now with that being said and done, we can go back to the mansion. Because we returned Cookie to her mother. Seems like it's a common thing that they keep losing sight of one another. Hey there, guy. We just saw you in that little episode, but do you have anything else for us? You sure do.
Guys, toys are the best in town. You want it? Guys got it. I got bears, I got trucks, I got fuzzy things, stuffed animals. Take them home and give them a squeeze. Hello, Guy. I hope business is well. Oh, yes, of course. You're the one with the goddess, Emmy, are you not? Ah, well, Emmy is my assistant, yes. I just wanted to tell you that we are taking good care of the robot you gave us. Good, good. I can't afford to give you another toy, but how about a puzzle instead? You know, maybe it's your fault for getting a surplus of, freaking robots, but we'll see. Chain circle. This toy chain is made up of smaller links. Many smaller links.
which one of the links is removed, the chain forms one complete ring. When one of the links is removed, the chain forms one complete ring. Circle the letter of the link that should be removed. If we remove one of them, it'll form a one large ring. Well, I think we can narrow it down quite a bit. I don't see how it could be any of the outliers. So, because you get rid of one of those, you're breaking the chain, essentially. So, with that being said, it has to be one of the middle ones, I would think. So yeah, we broke it down to what? 5 rings we can choose. I guess we go like one by one. Because if we remove it, it's going to form one large ring, apparently. Well, if we got rid of D, I guess. We really won't have a ring. We'll kind of have like a little mace, in a sense. Like, L, J, and E are just kind of like dangle. And that's it. So it's not D. C. I think it's going to be the same thing. It'll be kind of odd, because especially like a G and H, they're just kind of like a loop in there. And honestly, it's the whole idea of... Speaking of G and H, it seems like that alone is what's kind of causing problems. Like, let's just say I remove G. Like, sure, it's not gonna, like, F is not gonna be connected to, like, C anymore, but it's not really gonna be a one... It's not gonna be, like, a... How do I put it? It's not gonna be a continuous ring at that point. I still think it's gonna dangle. Would it be H? But would it not dangle like that either? Well, it's not going to form it will form a complete ring. If I get rid of H, would it not serve the same purpose if I got rid of I? Ugh. I always was iffy about puzzles like this. When one of the links is removed, the chain forms one complete ring. Just one whole ring. I guess in that sense, like, they have to be... It's got to be formed properly. Like, B going all the way to E, easy enough. But then if E is attached... How? Oh, so B and I are connected through C. And that's connected to K. I mean, it'll be like a loop. But once again, like, there is like that weird cross part of like H and J or G just being there, but still kind of leaning towards H at this point, but I'm still not super confident in that one at all. I may have to look at a hint for this one, because I just don't feel great about this. Yeah, look closely at which links are connected. Some may look as if they're connected, but they're actually just lying on top of each other. Ooh. Really? Crap, they're right. Look right there. F and K are not connected. I want to trace this in some capacity. So F is not, as we see there, it's not connected to K. F is definitely connected to A. That's definitely connected to B. That's definitely connected to C. And I. And K. But once again, it's not going to go back to F there, but K is connected to L, which is definitely connected to J. That's definitely connected to E. Definitely connected to D. Definitely connected to G. Which is, C is connected back to F. So it is H. H is the thing that's kind of like making them all stuck. If we removed H, it would be a full ring. Man. That really threw me off right there. And that's why sometimes we all need hints in life. Oh my god. I hit submit without even putting anything, but thank god the game wouldn't let me do that.
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
Whew. We broke 1,000 picarets. It's H, the former ring. Each link should have 2 others connected to it. Both G and K have 3 links connected to them, and both are connected to H, so removing that one is key. Oh, I mean, sure, I guess that's one way to look at it too, but then there was my way.
Ah, I knew you'd like that one. I've got goodies for people of all ages.
That was a fine puzzle. Thank you. Professor, did you notice that Mr. Guy seems to talk to us differently than he talks to Emmy?
I certainly did, Luke, but let's not mention that to Emmy, shall we? We don't want to embarrass her.
It's like, Luke, shut up, man. It's fine. Well, it's not really fine, but it's okay. All right. Let's finally make our way back to the estate. And there we are. Now, before we go in there fully, we can take a look at this greenhouse over there on the right, because why wouldn't they have a greenhouse? And they have a collection item, the Noon Glory. That seems interesting. Now we can go back inside. Oh, actually, I thought there was going to be a little cutscene. Nope. There is, however, another collection item with these pillows. The Captured Queen. Might as well take a look at these items really quick. The Captured Queen.
The keystone chess piece captured by an opposing bishop after a blunder. Yeah, I was gonna say, that looks interesting. And interesting looking fruit. That looks pretty damn good. A fruit that can only be gathered by day. It's juicy, sweet, and has a floral bouquet. Alright, what time am I at? It is... We are in an hour, but we just got here. I kind of want to see what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to get to a decent spot here or not. I think we got a while before another, like, chapter break. So, let's do this. We just got to the mansion. How about we do what we need to do in the mansion? And then, when we leave the mansion, we'll call it an episode. So, with that being said and done...
Herschel, nice to see you again. I'm sorry, but Henry had to run out rather suddenly. But he did say I can show you his study. Please look as long as you like.
Thank you, Angela. I trust everything's okay?
Oh, yes, yeah. Henry just has some business in town. Please, this way.
Of course. Thank you, Angela. It's a shame we missed Henry again.
Yes, he's been very busy lately. Keeping order in town takes up much of his time. He's been trying to calm our local business owners. I've barely seen him since the masked gentleman appeared.
It must be rough.
That is a damn study for sure. Oh my, what a beautiful study. It's tidier than a hospital in here. Yes, cleaning is Henry's hobby.
Okay.
Ah, I see. How fascinating.
Angela, this home is quite large. Is it just you and Henry here?
We also have the servants, but Henry does most of the work. When he's anxious, well, he likes to be productive.
I mean, I guess the idea that he's to serve Randall's family. Not to say it's like embedded in him, but it's like he knows it. He might as well do it, I guess.
He must be anxious often. It sounds as if he built Monte from nothing. Yes, Henry is quite amazing in that way. He's always been very focused like that. Well, at least ever since Randall. Please investigate the study for as long as you like. I'll try to stay out of your way.
It does seem like Randall definitely had a large impact on this whole friend group, so... Well, we got a couple of hint coins, including the bookshelf all the way in the top right, and all the way here to the left of this plate. And then to the right, this picture up here. And then we check out the urn on the left-hand side. We get the weighted scales. Now, you may be noticing, like, I'm going back and forth when I could just be clicking on the urn or something when I'm in the same vicinity. I go for the hint coins first, and then for anything miscellaneous, like the items or like a puzzle. And speaking of puzzle, there's one in this blue plate.
That plate must have cost a fortune. Don't touch it, Emmy. You might break it.
A broken plate would be a sad thing indeed. Such is the case of this puzzle. Have you ever seen Breaking Bad? That's when things really went, oh my god. Alright, if you guys know what I'm talking about, awesome. Because for me, and I think for a lot of people, like, that's when things really solidified of like, oh my god. Okay. The cat's trophy. Drat. This pesky feline has knocked 3 plates off the dresser. The cat made off of one of the pieces. Can you tell which plate it's from? Choose from between A, B, and C. Well... I guess we can just trace whatever. The easiest one for me right off the bat for me to kind of tell pieces would probably be C, because they're all kind of symmetrical. So, oh damn it. I can't draw. Well, hold on. I see that one on the top right.
I see that one on the bottom left. I don't see one that can be used for the top of that triangle. Not for the break that it has. So it might be C already, but I still want to take a look at the other ones. B. You know what? That one is almost all the way to the right. We see that. That's the one almost to the bottom left. And I think the other one is the one that, like, to the top left? I think. It might be the one on the top left, or it might be the one on the bottom middle if we flip it, I think. Either way, it's looking we have all the pieces for B. A is... Would it be the one on the right? Oh, no, I said the other one was. But maybe I was mistaken about that one. Either way, even if I flip them a little bit, we still have something we can use for A, including the one kind of in the middle top left. So yeah, I think at the end of it all, it has to be C.
Please, allow me.
There we are.
Leave it to me, Professor.
I mean, sometimes you can go with your instinct, but I just like double checking to make sure absolutely that I have it right. Get after that cat. Did you think I'd break it, Professor? I'm not that clumsy, you know. I thought nothing of the sort, but let's not take any chances. Oh, all right. All right, with that being said and done, we take a look around. Up at the desk. The desktop looks untouched. Henry used to sit at that desk studying the mask for hours, but no longer.
So Henry did most of his work in here.
Yes, he was always poring over that mask. That awful mask. I wish Randall never found that stupid mask all those years ago. That thing tore us all apart. All of us. But now it seems the mask has brought you and me together again. How ironic.
It does seem to be a mask that can bring both immense joy and immense sorrow. That the mask has served as the agent for both Randall's misfortune and Henry's success. It is true that Monte wouldn't even exist today had Henry never found the mask in his treasure. Or is it true?
Yes. Through his expeditions, he created this town out of nothing. Hence the name, the City of Miracles. Henry used some of his fortune to open a small hotel in the middle of nowhere called the Reunion Inn. The entire thing was very odd from the start. Visitors began flocking to the hotel. It became immensely popular. His little hotel project became his first success out here. The rest is history. From there, Monte flourished into what it is today. It's hard to believe the town started from one little hotel 18 years ago. Henry credits Monte's existence to the Mask of Chaos. He believes that people are, for one reason or another, drawn to it. That mask has changed so many lives, in so many ways. Mrs. Lador, does the Mask of Chaos really have magical powers? Whoever stole it must think so.
Yes, I'm very interested in the motives of whoever stole the mask. I have a feeling everything will fall into place once we find the perpetrator. Uncovering the truth behind these dark miracles lies in discovering the identity of the masked gentleman.
Alright. We can also take a look at this chest here.
Was the mask locked up in a safe?
No, it was hanging on the wall here. You had a priceless ancient artifact just hanging on your wall, out in the open. And why not? This is our home. Henry thought displaying the mask would bring good luck to Montador. Where were you and Henry when the mask was stolen? I'm pretty certain we were both home, but we both have no idea when it happened exactly. There was no sign of forced entry. I do know the masked gentleman began terrorizing Monte immediately after we realized that the mask was gone. Do you have any idea why someone would want to harm the town? An unlucky gambler, a disgruntled property owner, someone with a personal grudge? Do you think this could be about money? Perhaps someone's trying to disrupt all the business in town. Money makes people do crazy things. I don't get what all the fuss is. Money is just paper with old people on it.
Oh, Luke. I agree. That's why people use credit cards now.
No, but like,
It's naive to say, like, yeah, nothing's, it's not all about money.
Sadly, a lot of things are about money. You know, everything, sadly, revolves around it in the sense that it doesn't matter what industry you're in or what you do, everything, most of everything, is some type of business. So at the end of the day, you want profits. You want something to showcase your wealth, your success. And that's where money comes into play. And I'm right there too. Like, I wish I didn't give it like too much damn about money, but at the same time, I'm like, I wonder how I can invest. I wonder how I can do this. Because, you know what's a weird, this is stupid, but a random thing that I would like to do one day is go grocery shopping and absolutely not have to worry about anything that I buy. Like, just buy, and if I want it, I'll just grab it. I don't really do that when I go grocery shopping. I look for sales, I look for things I absolutely need, and if something I like may be on sale, I might grab it. But if I see something like random, and I'm like, no, screw it, I'm not gonna get it. But I want to reach that point eventually where it's like, I'm gonna go shopping, I'm gonna grab whatever the fudge I want. Oh, this damn, organic egg is like $10-20, okay. Or what's that stupid place they have in like I don't know if it's only in California or whatever, but it's like N1 whatever, where it's like $30 or $40 for like a damn pack of strawberries, something like that, completely idiotic, but yeah. And maybe that just shows my age, like that's what you care about. I don't know, guys. All right.
Angela, has anyone else been in here besides you or Henry?
Henry doesn't even allow us servants in here, but he will entertain the occasional visitor in here, rather than using the parlor. Mainly for very important guests.
So no one is ever in this room alone without Henry being here as well, correct?
Yes, but we haven't had many guests lately. We keep the doors locked at all times, so whoever stole the mask must have come in through the window. You have to be a pretty nimble to fit through the window. That would definitely fit the masked gentleman's style.
Yes, the thief may have been the masked gentleman, but then again...
Herschel, do you have a theory on who could have done such a thing?
The masked gentleman is most likely someone very familiar with this town. He could be an ordinary citizen, hiding behind an ordinary existence.
One of our own residents.
Angela, who here in town would benefit from the turmoil of recent events?
Who? Why, I can't imagine anyone would benefit from this madness.
Someone with a grudge against Henry, or anyone you've had trouble with in the past.
The only people I can think of with a grudge against Henry is Dalston. Dalston, eh? Sounds suspicious to me.
Alphonse Dalston?
Do you know this cat, Professor? Yes, Herschel, the same. Dalston was an acquaintance of ours back in Stansbury. Between the two of them, Dalston and Henry own most of the casinos in town. They've been business rivals for years. I believe they also had quarrels over the property lines of some of Henry's hotels. I wouldn't be surprised if Dalston set out to sabotage Henry. You know Dalston, Herschel.
Yes, but I don't want to jump to any conclusions just yet.
Also, Dalston has been receiving advance warnings from the masked gentleman. Henry has received these warnings as well, but no one else. I don't want to cast suspicion, but Dalston seems to have some sort of connection with the masked gentleman. I find that very suspicious, Mrs. Lador.
That is rather odd. I think it definitely will want some investigation.
Let's go talk to him right now, Professor. If you were to talk to Dalston, his house is just west of your hotel.
So it seems like we are having a huge-ass reunion here. That is kind of fantastic. Well, with that being said, we're almost done. We can leave the mansion now. Well, I did say we'll stop after we finish off the mansion, right? We are done with the mansion. So, yeah. Let's just leave at this for now. Actually, hold on. Forgot we do have a collection item here. The weighted scales. These scales can't make any useful judgments with those uneven patterns. And just get rid of the journal entries as well. What's interesting, obviously they have a past and present tab, and I love the idea for the past one. It's using his school uniform attire, so... How are we doing so far in terms of statistics? 34 puzzles, 1,045 pick rats, 114 hint coins, and almost 7 hours played? Really? I guess so. Anyway, next time, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we'll, I guess we're heading over to Dalston's mansion. I guess we'll continue our little reunion from Stansbury and take things from there. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time for Let's Play Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Love you all so much, and don't forget to spread that love around. Have a great day, everybody.